begin, yaar. How was your IIM Ahmedabad interview?
Okay, so should I give you a brief intro about me and then?
Please, थोड़ा profile बता दीजिए.
So I graduated from IIT Patna in 2022. Got in so gave CAT in 2021 first attempt. Got 99.71. Got all calls from all IIMs. After that I interviewed with Ahmedabad, Bangalore, and Calcutta, and Lucknow as well. So I gave 4 interviews. उसमें मेरा A and B got converted. I think L also got converted and C was waitlist. And उस समय I was a fresh. I did not want to join in right away. So I joined IIM Ahmedabad and they had an option to defer. So I chose that option. I deferred my admit for a year. I had a job offer from Monitor Deloitte, which is one of the leading strategy consulting firms. So I worked there for close to 9 to 10 months in my deferral year. And this year, so in 2023, I joined IIM. So currently I'm in my 3rd term at IIM. In terms of my interview experiences, I think it was very different across all the calls that I had. So Ahmedabad was very, very balanced. It was they focused on why you want to do an MBA in the first place. That was a major part of the interview. They said that you are from a good college, you have a good background, you have a good job. Why do you want to do the MBA in the first place? So this was around 10 minutes of discussion. Then they went into my academics. So I am a mechanical engineer in my BTech. So they grilled me very heavily on what my BTech project was, and what are the other courses that I like, what is happening in the field. So a lot of that was done. And this is something that while I was prepared for, I had not anticipated that I'll be grilled very heavily on core mechanical engineering. Then I think there were a lot of discussions on other topics that you like. So I had mentioned about what's happening in the global politics and all of that. So again, a lot of grilling on whatever was happening in geopolitics, what is China doing, what is Russia doing, what is India's position, all of that. And then I think just and the interview was more about just having a good conversation. So they were just looking at whether you can have a conversation on any topic. If they try to even put you in a place of bother where you might not be very comfortable with it, but can you still come up with a logical answer or not? So this was about Ahmedabad. Lasted around 40-45 minutes. And I was offered a topic if that is something that people look forward to. Then Bangalore was very structured again.
Sorry to interrupt in here. यार ये WAT experience थोड़ा सा बता दे. Do you remember by what topic by any chance?
I don't recall very well, but I think it was काफी similar to what practice things that we have at CATKing. It was not very not dissimilar from that. So if you practice enough with whatever material you have, I think you should be okay. And another good topic is just go through the GMAT wala section. It has very similar topics, and it just helps you make sure that your answers are appropriate.
बहुत बढ़िया. Just to quote to everyone, GMAT ने अभी ऐसे थोड़ा सा निकाल दिया है, but पुराने वाली बुक्स के अंदर आपको मिल जाएगा. GMAT की OG का एक आधा ऐसे देख लो, because most of the schools gonna make you write all these things for sure. ठीक है, great यार. हाँ. Okay. So what happened first, and then it was your interview on the same day?
It happened first and then interview on the same.
बहुत बढ़िया, great यार. तो इनको ना साथ साथ में थोड़ा सा pro tips भी बताते रहा. Let's go to Bangalore as well. So you remember Bangalore and Cal? दोनों याद है?
Yes.
बहुत बढ़िया. ठीक है, let's go to Bangalore.
So Bangalore actually makes you write an SOP, and I think that's a very, very important document. I would say if you're getting started, just even if you don't have a Bangalore call, prepare that SOP, because it's a very good logical flow of where you stand right now and where you want to be, and how does an MBA fit in. So just make sure to write this SOP, and make sure that if you have a Bangalore call, this is very well polished, because for me, almost the entire interview was just on this SOP. So they pick and choose things like my background, where I came from, whatever I did as engineering. Then I had other things in my CV which I had mentioned in my SOP, so they grilled me on that. And then overall, why does an MBA make sense for me? So I think the why MBA question was probably the most important question at IIM Bangalore, which makes sense also because when I was interviewing, I was a fresher, and usually the batch profile in Bangalore is such that they don't really like freshers that much as they in Ahmedabad or a Calcutta. So just make sure that the SOP is very well made. That's very important. And other than that, I think just basic general hygiene things of what is happening around the world. Do you have an opinion on what is happening? Are you well informed? Are you well read? I think those just cover it up for Bangalore. Now coming to Calcutta, I think Calcutta was Calcutta interviews can be a little daunting at times because you don't know. They're not very well structured in most cases, and it can get a lot mathematical heavy, especially if you're not from a math background. So I remember I had mentioned something on the lines of interest in cricket. I'm not sure how many of you here are well aware with cricket, but I was asked a question on, do you know how does the Duckworth-Lewis method, how does the statistics behind that work? So if anyone knows cricket, then you know what Duckworth-Lewis method is. It's used for cases when matches are delayed due to rains or those stuff, and then how do you predict what should be the par score? So they grilled me on this, which is something that I had not expected at all. Again, a lot of even though I am from a engineering background, they grilled me on lots of very complex probability-based questions. And then they also asked me, what political parties do you support? Which is again something that's a very fine line that you have to draw. You don't want to be sounding too extreme on any side. So just make sure that you prepare for a balanced answer, even if something like this gets asked to you.
Let's check the presence of mind, boys and girls. Imagine you're going to an IIM Ahmedabad interview. Which political party do you support? Come on, give it to me. You can't go wrong on this. You can't go wrong on this. Okay, come on. Okay. yeah. नोटा बोल रहे कई लोग. ठीक है, ध्यान से. हाँ, लोटस आई डोंट सपोर्ट एनी. ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. बीजेपी, आईएनसी, आर्यन बेटा देख ले थोड़ा ध्यान से. देख ले, अहमदाबाद जाके तो आईएनसी बोलेगा तो देख ले. ठीक है. एनी विच वे, सर जो आईएम में सीट बढ़ा दे. ओहो हो, क्या बात है. ग्रेट. ठीक है. पॉलिटिकल प्रेफरेंसेस कैन वेरी. हाँ, अनुज स्मार्ट हो गया अभी. वेरी गुड. That a party that promotes the growth of India. बहुत बढ़िया. None the things about all of them, dislike some. Okay, good. So you have your own opinion, and they got to go into details. You like political party system or not? It's a very taboo to talk against BJP. It's, right now in India it's very sensitive. तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान से. हाँ, थोड़ा सा ध्यान से. सुमित सर the goat. क्या मैं कहाँ इलेक्शन खड़ा हो रहा हूँ भाई. तो any which way, so be ready for these things. हाँ, be ready for these things. कौन जीता, कैसे जीता, वो जो हमारे दादाजी और पापा जो पॉलिटिकल पेज के ऊपर, जो न्यूज़ के ऊपर, टीवी में जो लड़ाई चलती रही देखते रहते ना, वो थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ेगा तुम्हें. बट एट द सेम टाइम प्लीज़ बी इन लिमिट्स, डोंट क्रॉस द लाइन्स. हाँ, प्लीज़ बी इन लिमिट्स, डोंट क्रॉस द राइट. जो आपका डोंट भावना में मत बैठ जाना. मेरे जैसा पेपर सेटर होगा, मैं भी आपके इंटरव्यू लूँगा, मैं थोड़ी सी कराऊँगा आपके साथ मज़ा. एंड बट हाँ, मैं तो वी कैन अर्क यू टू से what needs to be done at best. ठीक है, great यार, this is lovely. Sorry, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I think that it covers it, and then again, just basically following what's happening with the economy. They will ask you questions on what do you think is. So I always got asked, what do you feel about this government's policies? Are they taking too much loans? What do you think? Where is the Indian economy heading? So just, I think it's very important that you're well prepared on all aspects. You cannot say that I am an engineer, so I don't need to know economics.
Yeah.
You cannot say that interview. So and a lot of it is also lucky what they want to ask you. So it's probably just very, very good that you use this time to prepare all your bases. Which is why something like a mini MBA before going to these interviews is actually makes a lot of sense.
Super. And you know, when we're going to be preparing in the entire journey, you may not be asked everything. You know, I remember तेरे टाइम पे एक हमारा क्या नाम है यार उसका ऋषभ shit IIT Bombay I remember his face. Okay, screw it. So his IIM Ahmedabad interview was only 7 minutes. तेरा बैचमेट ही होगा यार. He's in Kearney now. IIT Bombay, dual degree. R से नाम है. Fuck it. So his interview was only 7 minutes and it was all about traveling. That's it. It was only about traveling and 7 minutes bahar and then he said इतना easy होता है क्या? Then he deferred it and he came back as well. हाँ, 19 countries. Yeah, he traveled 19 countries and the whole interview was on the same lines as well. Amazing guy. So 7 minutes तो हो सकता है. But when you prepared, the way you actually behave in the whole interview, which really amazing. ठीक है. तो अगर आपकी ऐसे कुछ wow factors है ना, वो भी थोड़े से ध्यान रखना. It may happen in the interviews. Tanmay, correct me if I'm wrong. वो बोलेंगे बहुत हो गया साला, तुम same वही इंजीनियर, वही तू बिट्स का है, वही NIT का है, बोर हो चुका है लाइफ में, है ना? ऐसा हो सकता है इंटरव्यूज के अंदर?
काफी हो सकता है सर. So again, another thing that I tried to do was I figured out, thought, and I wrote down actually what are the top 5 things that I would want to talk about if I get caught up in a situation. It could be related to your academics, any POR that you've had, कोई cultural experience if you've traveled, so anything that makes you unique, other than you know, just basic things that you have. So just make a list of those and try to steer any questions that are being asked to these points. So let's say if you're asked, what are your major strengths? So state a strength and then give an example from all of these bases. Like I did well in my, let's say in my PORs, even though I had a time crunch and this and that. So just make sure that you're always coming back to these 4 or 5 points that you make.
बहुत ही बढ़िया. And just how do we initiate and integrate such conversations? Simran, they will you have to try to be in the driver's seat. हम details में करेंगे, हम वो एक point करेंगे, but इसको time देना है इसको. Interview preparation is not one day. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you my experiences of my interviews where I've made it in my life and where I've not made it in my life as well. So I was rejected in the Dhirubhai Ambani scholarship, which was nearly 1.2 crore rupees for Stanford, and how my interview went, we'll speak about that. I got rejected at again scholarship at Oxford as well. तो open वो आराम से बात करेंगे. But it was scholarship interview. Though I made it to the Stanford and then but the scholarship interviews में दोनों में rejected. Though in the top 50 as well. तो open आराम से discussion करेंगे. But give it time. You cannot just mug up the things and on that day you can go it. तो conversation के लिए तुम्हें prepare होना पड़ेगा. It is going in another direction. How you can bring it back वो तभी होगा जब तुम prepared हो हर तरीके से. तो when you prepared so much, then only free flowing conversation happen because you're going out of your comfort zones. ये सब चीज़ें कई लोगों ने पॉलिटिक्स वगैरह नहीं पढ़ा होगा, राइट? और कई लोग तो पढ़ते हैं पॉलिटिक्स, डिस्कशन होती है IIT में रात को नाइट आउट मारते हैं बिट्स पिलाने में, है ना भाई? तन में कॉलेजेस में नाइट आउट मारते हैं, वो सब कन्वर्सेशंस कर चुके हैं कई लोग. जिन लोगों ने नहीं किया उनके लिए इट्स गोना बी गेम चेंजर. आई जस्ट टेल यू वन थिंग, Tanmay, thanks for bringing up what makes you unique. So I'll just talk about, can you ask from work experience? Anupriya, of course, we'll come to that. So just build on your USPs now. 80% of the interviews happen on conversations. Tanmay, even whether it's IIM A or B or C, as you rightly said, or even during summer internship, जिसका conversation अच्छा हो गया, he makes it.
Yeah, sir. I think a lot of times it's just that 30 minutes के talk पे there's no one who can judge you from all aspects. So if you have a good conversation with them, if you're able to build a rapport with the person, they'll probably like you more than any other case.
बिल्कुल.
So it's important to have a good conversation.
बिल्कुल.
And for that you need to be well read.
Super. You have to be well read. They can ask you anything under the sun. पर वो भी हम hack करेंगे. Anything under the sun में भी क्या most important topics होते हैं, what's going on right now. I'll just give you an example of some USPs as well. So please, जो लोग जिनका SPJain Bombay call है, just type in SP फटाफट. जिनका SPJain Bombay call है, just type in SP फटाफट. Speed up. Okay, SP Kunal. Okay, SP Divya. Okay, Yashash, Yuvraj, Mohit. Okay, great. Super. Okay, SP JMR. Okay, great. Brahmjeet, Aman Dubey. Great. सुपर, जिनका है बहुत बहुत बढ़िया. So SPJain Bombay again, it's a group interview. Yesterday we did a session on SPJain Bombay. तो USPs करने बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. I'll give you my example. So I'm a certified bartender by Smirnoff and Coca-Cola. It doesn't mean that every night, I'm sitting with a 60 ml and saying, Dad, chalo aaj sharab pinne hai. No. It was a good thing. Rather than doing doing a full-fledged course, I just did a one-day workshop with Smirnoff in Bangalore. I still remember. 900 rupees की workshop थी, and it was like they make you drinks and you can have your own drink. You can invent your own drink. I still remember. So I invented something called as cucumber calling. So which was like kuch nahi. Cucumber, खीरा काट के नींबू डाल के with vodka and like 4 spirits, and you just make your own drink. So when the interview panelist is bored, you can bring in such things. When he says, "Arey yaar, same आदमी तो आ गया." Mostly it happens towards the fag end of the day if you're the last one to be interviewed. Yeah, and there you have to keep having something. Sir, it's a little bit off the track, but I'm a certified bartender by Smirnoff. Be honest and be humble about it. Not that you're a sharabi. Sir, if you want it, I don't want to bring it up, but if you want, we can discuss on that. अगर सामने वाला शराब पीता हुआ, you want to make it. ठीक है. So that's one.
Maybe don't do this in Ahmedabad interview.
Don't do this in IIM Ahmedabad interview. Don't do this in SPJain Bombay interview as well. These campuses are not known for them. ठीक है. But have some certain points which can ask you, like if you are a good singer, be ready with a song. If you're a good lyricist, be ready with a lyrical poem, preferably about IIM Ahmedabad. Are you good into poem making or some cool thing like that would be so radio jockey would be helpful. Yeah, radio jockey विशाल बहुत बढ़िया, but तू कर नहीं पाएगा वहाँ पे. Beat boxing कर सकता है. मिहिर आया था आज. मिहिर is in Archie's, so he's a good friend. जगहेड्स है ना आरती में टोपी वाला, तो he does beat boxing. तो अगर आपने Archie's देखी है मत देखना, ठीक है, बट वो जगहेड्स टोपी वाला, so he does beat boxing. हर जगह जाके वो beat boxing करता है. Some skill like this which you can कनेक्ट विद देम, और वहाँ पे भी आप कर सकते हो. इट्स गॉन बी गुड. पियानो स्किल्स ऋतुराज बहुत बढ़िया यार, पर पियानो वहाँ प्ले नहीं कर सकते. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग समथिंग विच इज गॉन बी पार्ट टाइम मॉडल. रिया या इट बी ऑल हेल्पफुल टू डू, बट थोड़ा ऑफ मत चले जाना कि भाई अच्छा मॉडलिंग ही करना है यार, तू इतना स्मार्ट दिखती है यार, तू क्या कर रही है, मॉडलिंग ही कर. क्राउड वर्क, स्टैंड अप वर्क्स ऑफ कोर्स, बट बी कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट द सेम. या डांस, इफ यू इनटू डांसिंग. कथक वाले कौन कौन है? स्टेप इन कथक वाले, स्टेप इन कथक, क्लासिकल कोई है यहाँ पे? बहुत सारे होंगे, मुझे पता है. टॉपर जनता बैठी हुई है. ऋषिका भी है, मनुश्री भी है, क्लासिकल इंडल वोकल म्यूजिक. गरबा भी होता है क्या? दिव्य, ओके. पैशन फॉर बेकरी, 6 years डिग्री कथक. गुरुशीष भांगड़ा भी करता है, योगा, क्लासिकल सिंगिंग, पोएम्स एक्सेट्रा. या any which way. So keep ready with one of the offline things. You need not be a certified bartender, but always be on such things. Like for example, I was in Laos. Laos is called a land of million elephants, and वहाँ जाके you can go on an elephant ride. So rather than going on an elephant ride, if you spend a little bit more hours, you spend an entire day, you can be a certified mohoth. So I said यार ये बढ़िया है, हम तो प्रोफाइल वाले लोग हैं, ये करते हैं certified mohoth. So I'm a certified हाथी driver, literally. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि अंधेरी में बॉम्बे में हम हाथी लेके घूम रहे हैं, बट आई नो द बेसिक्स ऑफ इट. आई कैन टेक हिम फॉर अ राइड, लाइक लिटरली फॉर अ राइड. आई नो हाउ टू डू इट, बट आई एम नॉट एक्सपर्ट. But such small things, if you can learn more, you should know the weight of the elephant. You should know how much weight an elephant can carry, how much time they need to do bath, उसका खाना कितना होता है, and as bad as how much shit a hathi does, also you should be knowing it. And was it scary for the human beings? What goes in the elephant's mind when he sees a human being as well? So these are like something which you will know. Don't fake it up for sure. It's going to be helpful. Okay?
Yeah. Just to add to this, don't fake it up.
Yeah.
Because if you do, and there's a very high chance you'll get caught.
Yeah.
They've had interviews for very long, and if you say that I'm a pianist, like if you say that I love to play the piano. While they might not ask you to do it on spot because they can't, they might ask you like, okay, like what are the different ways you can play it, or they can go into technicals if they know about it.
Super.
And a lot of them will actually know about it.
Yeah.
So don't fake it up, because you'll not want to be caught up in a situation where you're caught lying in an interview.
Surely.
You don't want that.
That's lovely. So like after doing so many interviews, I also know classical dancers will know what is pataka, what is Ardh Pataka. इतना क्वेश्चन तो मुझे भी पूछना आता है कि कि ये बंदा क्लासिकल, पीपल who know भरतनाट्यम एंड कथक एंड स्टफ, दे वुड नो व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. यस और नो. तो इतने क्वेश्चन हम भी पूछ लेते हैं. एंड सम ऑफ these panelists know a lot यार. मतलब you'll be crazy saying that they would know your mechanical engineering theorems and thermodynamics and AC DC circuit for electronics and electrical. Pro tip for all the electrical guys, भाई ये ना सबसे ओल्डेस्ट डिग्री होती है ट्रिकल वाली। कौन है ट्रिकल वाली, कौन है? जिस टाइप में ट्रिकल ट्रिकल ट्रिकल, हाँ भाई क्या बोलते हो, इलेक्ट्रिकल बोलते हो, ट्रिपल ही बोलते हो? ट्रिकल अर्चित, हमारे सूरतकल में हम ट्रिकल बोलते थे, इलेक्ट्रिकल। भाई वो ये सबसे पुरानी डिग्री है। ईसी और इलेक्ट्रिकल ये बेस्ट डिग्री है। बड़े सवाल आएंगे तुम्हें, ठीक है, ऑन योर फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट एंड योर नेक्स्ट फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट एज वेल। तो आज हम ओवरव्यू कर रहे हैं, विल टॉक इन डिटेल अबाउट द सेम। अच्छा एक सेकंड, चैट थोड़ी शांत है। बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स, आर यू गाइस एंजॉयिंग सो फार? यस नो? आर यू गाइस एंजॉयिंग? मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं? यस 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 यस। ओके, गुड स्टफ, ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रेट।
Yeah,
Super.
and
Huh.
I see two important questions actually in the chat. One of them is, can you be informal? And second is, can you be something similar on the similar lines? So I would say, do not do that. You don't know who the panelist is. The panelist, might just be having, a not so good day. So if you try to joke your way around, you might, it's a big risk, and I would say don't take it. Stick to being formal, and even if the person in front is being informal, just try to stick being formal.
और किसको इनफॉर्मल होना है, इनको मैं ठीक कर दूंगा। एक ग्रुप इंटरव्यू लगेगा, मैं तुम्हें इनफॉर्मल जो होना चाहते हो ना, एक सैंपल दिखा देंगे आपको, ठीक है? उसके बाद तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा कि कैसा इंटरव्यूज होते हैं, और ये आपके साथ भी हो सकता है। एंड डू दे क्रॉस द लाइन्स? नो, विल नॉट क्रॉस द लाइन्स, बट विल शो यू व्हाट नीड्स टू बी डन। करेंगे, वो भी करेंगे, ठीक है, नेवरदलेस। अच्छा एक और बहुत क्वेश्चन है। No informals, boys preferably beard off. It should be all clear. हाँ, it should be all clear. क्यों तन्मय beard चल सकती है कि better to shave off?
But I think that's a personal comment. But if you are keeping a beard, just make sure that it's well groomed.
Yeah.
I don't think people will judge you now बहुत highly if you have a beard, but make sure that you're presentable. You should not look like he उठ के आ गए हो. You should not be like that at all. And even if you have a beard, make sure it's properly trimmed. It should not be ideal to ज़्यादा वॉल्यूम नहीं होनी चाहिए, and yeah, just stick to formal.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, stick to formal. It's your interview. Until or unless सामने वाला आपको एक्साइट कर रहा है to be humorous. और एक और बताता हूँ मैं आपको, लखनऊ का जब आपकी कॉल आएगा ना, it's gonna be they gonna start in हिंदी। तेरा पता नहीं हिंदी में हुआ था कि नहीं, वो हिंदी में हो जाएगा।
सर मेरा हिंदी में हुआ है पूरा।
ये देखो, सो इंटरव्यू स्टार्ट गोइंग इन हिंदी। और भाई कैसे हो, क्या हाल चाल है तुम्हारा, क्या क्या कर रहे हो अभी, तुम कितने इंटरव्यू देखे हो? अहमदाबाद तो कॉल आई होगी तुम्हारी, नंबर तुम्हारे ठीक है, ऐसा और कौन सी बता दो हमें। सो या हिंदी दे कैन बी बिट कैजुअल, बट टेक केयर्स, आस्क देम प्रॉपरली, सर इज इट ओके इफ आई रिप्लाई इन हिंदी? मेरे जैसे पैनल हिंदी में शुरू करेगा और फिर उस बजाएगा आपकी। आई विल शो यू माई डिफरेंट साइड। अभी धीरे धीरे, अभी पहले दिन आए डर जाएंगे लोग। सर बियर्ड निकाल के बाद अच्छा नहीं दिखता है, प्लीज़ बताइए। आई लव पीपल हु डोंट कीप एनीथिंग, सो शेव, क्लीन शेव, नथिंग एट ऑल। I don't want to see you. I want to see that cute little guy whom I can sit in the class, I can coach, I can give my hoodie, I can transform him the way I want. I don't want. अच्छा एक और ना बेसिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं, तन्मय यू कैन ऑल्सो एड इट, दिस यू विल सी इट ड्यूरिंग योर इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंसेस इन कॉलेजेस एज वेल। तो यार इन द एंटायर जर्नी ऑफ थिंग विच एवर कॉलेज यू गाइज आर गेटिंग, when I joined General Electric, my senior Archana Singh from SPJain, and she called me up and she said, you have to be the most cutest boy in the office. I was like, what? कहती वी डोंट वांट पीपल टू हैव करियर ऑन द स्लीव्स, ओके? बाय क्यूटेस्ट मतलब बाय लुक वाइज क्यूटेस्ट नहीं, इसको काम दिया, बुलाया, काम कर लिया, इसके साथ कुछ चीज़ हुई है, इसने आर्ग्यू किया, बाद में इसने बात मान ली, इसने अपना पॉइंट रखा, ओपिनियन रखा, एंड दीज गाइज एंड अप बिकमिंग ग्रोइंग इन लाइफ एज वेल, ठीक है? तो ये नॉट द क्यूटेस्ट थिंग, बट यू शुड बी द गाय हूम आई लाइकेबल होता है ना यार। हार्वर्ड का ना एक फ्रेमवर्क है, हाउ टू इन्फ्लुएंस एनीवन एंड एवरीवन while taking interviews, और हाउ टू गेट टू द डिसीजन मेकिंग फास्ट। बहुत किताबें लिखी हुई है उसके ऊपर। उसके ऊपर एक तो है अथॉरिटी होता है, भाई साहब ने बोला है करेगा। उसके अंदर एक और होता है सोशल प्रूफ, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इफ़ यू हैव सोशल प्रूफ आज की डेट में आपको एक सर्टिफिकेट मिला है, अवार्ड मिला है, बीटिंग डाउन योर टॉप 1% ऑफ द नेशन एक्सेट्रा। दिस वन ऑफ माई फेवरेट, इट्स कॉल्ड लाइकेबिलिटी। कहीं पे नोट करो, दिस हार्वर्ड फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंसिंग। किताबें लिखी हुई हैं इसके ऊपर तो बहुत सारी, हाउ टू इन्फ्लुएंस एनीवन, हाउ टू इन्फ्लुएंस फ्रेंड्स, क्या वो किताब। उसके अंदर लाइकिंग, यू टू बी द लाइकेबल पर्सन। आर यू लाइकेबल? हाँ भाई, ऑन द कमेंट, इट्स नॉट एन इंटरव्यू गोइंग, सच बताओ, डू पीपल लाइक यू? यस और नो, सच्ची बताओ, झूठ नहीं बोलने का। लाइक, ओके, नो, गुड, ठीक है, इतना भी नहीं, गुड, Yeah, I think so. Sometimes good, mostly yes. ठीक है, good. So some people know that they are shaitan, they are chalak, they are kamina. So we are all 18 years above, but maybe in the next session I'll use some dirty words as well. But chalak बोल दूँ क्या? चालाक और दूसरा सी वाला जो दूसरा वर्ड होता है उसमें बहुत ही थिन लाइन है, ठीक है? चालाक और दूसरा जो सी वाला वर्ड है उसमें बहुत ही थिन लाइन है. मेक श्योर यू डोंट क्रॉस दिस लाइन. आर यू गाइस विद मी? अब एवरीबॉडी अबव 18 वी कैन यूज दिस मच. समझ आ रहा है? समझ आ रहा है? ये अगर तुम्हारी चालाकी पकड़ी जाए तो यू बिकम दिस कैटेगरी. पीपल फ्रॉम NITs IITs तुमने देखे अपने क्लास के अंदर बिट्स पिलानी, लड़के देखें तुमने क्लास के अंदर? हाँ भाई, तो थोड़ा सा देख लेना. अगर आप इस कैटेगरी की ऑलरेडी हो तो थोड़ा सा इसी लाइन में रहना. चालाकी इज़ ऑल वेलकम, ठीक है? लास्ट लाइन, आई एम नॉट कमेंटिंग और लड़कियाँ बिट्स पिलानी स्टूडेंट है, बहुत बढ़िया. तुम्हें पता है ये पीयूष, ये सब तुम जिंदगी जी चुके हो, ठीक है? ग्रेट. लास्ट 2 मिनट रह गए भाई. तो और भी बहुत सारे हैं विच विल डिस्कस लेटर ऑन. टुडे आई वांट टू जस्ट ब्रीज थ्रू वन स्लाइड विद यू. तन्मय, एनीथिंग ऑन द टॉप ऑफ योर हेड, कुछ इनको और बताना चाहता है तो बता दे. और देन आई एम गोइंग टू गो टू, आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू शो देम वन स्लाइड about personal interview, but we'll talk about that. So
I think सब just बस इतना ही अभी के like just start preparing, start asking yourself कि why do you want to do an MBA in the first place, and your answer cannot be I want a job. I think that's important कि where you are right now, what do you want to do in life. I know थोड़ा low type of question होता है that what do you want to do 5, 10, 15 years down the line, but उतना granularity में नहीं, but just have some opinion कि what do you want to do and how does an MBA fit in.
yeah,
So start with that and start to write things. Don't keep it in your head. Take a document, make a document, अपने answers लिखने शुरू करो. And then again, while I think preparation material will be there,
It's
a lot of
11
material will be provided. But yeah, in terms of preparation, just bucket करना उस चीजों को. So one would be your HR questions based on your introduction, why MBA, वगैरह वो सब. Another would be your work ex, if you have work ex. So there was some question about work ex. So yes, you will be asked questions on your work ex. You will be asked questions on whatever company you work for. Then another bucket of whatever field of study you've done. So you will have to start studying on that also. And plus again, फिर बाकी तुम्हारे जो general interests हैं, how well you are aware about what is happening around the world. तो ऐसे bucket बना लो make and make sure कि सारे buckets covered होंगे before you are going to an interview. अभी के लिए इतना शुरू है. I think that's good enough. And I think हर bucket के अंदर what all preparation you need to be do, I think that will be there in subsequent sessions में बताएंगे sir. But I think it's important to just think कि हाँ ये सारे bucket को prepare होने चाहिए before I am going to any interview.
बहुत बढ़िया, सुपर यार. जस्ट वन लाइन ऑन दैट. होमवर्क लिख लो भाई आज का. यूजी का एक सब्जेक्ट, वन सब्जेक्ट. पेपर सेटर आजकल स्मार्ट हो गया. सब MBA वाले मैकेनिकल वाले थर्मोडायनेमिक्स बोलेंगे, तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाले कुछ बोलेंगे, IT वाले कुछ बोलेंगे, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स बोलेंगे, तो बोलेंगे ये तो सब कॉमन हो गया. सेकंड बताया यार, और सेकंड तुमने प्रिपेयर किया नहीं होता है, ठीक है? तो प्रिपेयर योर 2 सब्जेक्ट्स. नंबर 1, ज़्यादा नहीं, ज़्यादा डीप नहीं. लेवल 1, लेवल 2, लेवल 3. लेट मी जस्ट क्विकली एक्सप्लेन यू लेवल 1, लेवल 2, लेवल 3. Since all of you guys are, most of you guys are topper in here, 98-99% is odd यहाँ पे जो टॉपर जनता आई हुई है. तो यार तुम्हें तो ABC के इंटरव्यूज जा रहे हो. एवरी इंटरव्यू इज गोइंग टू बी L1, L2, L3. L1, L2 एग्जाम्पल, लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपको कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा अबाउट इंडिया, व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट इंडियन इकॉनमी राइट नाउ? इंडियन इकॉनमी इज डूइंग गुड. कितना दूर है अपन $5 ट्रिलियन इकॉनमी से? बहुत दूर है. अभी क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम है इंडिया के अंदर? यू टॉक अबाउट से पॉपुलेशन एक्सप्लोजन, यू कैन टॉक अबाउट, अभी तो चलो फिर भी कंट्रोल में है. यू टॉक अबाउट इंडस्ट्रियल ग्रोथ, यू टॉक अबाउट अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. गुड. अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, व्हाट इज द रेट ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट राइट नाउ? तुम अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का रेट ये बहुत बढ़िया. लेवल 4 अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट सही है. कौन सी स्टेट का अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट सबसे कम है? देन यू कैन टॉक अबाउट वेदर इट्स बिहार और उत्तर प्रदेश और whatever it is. What are the steps you should be taking it up? Level 5, तुम्हारी स्टेट में तुम्हें क्या करना चाहिए? What do you think about that? And finally your opinion on unemployment as well. कुछ होने वाला है क्या इस बार इलेक्शंस के अंदर? Do you think it's going to be the major criteria of unemployment? So linking this unemployment with your current affairs and how it's going to affect you as a person and also you as an industry, whichever industry you are in, are you in IT or non-IT, whichever field you are in, वो बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो ये आज का ही सेशन है. बाकी बातें हम करेंगे अगले सैटरडे. Boys and girls, welcome to CATKing family. Say a big thank you to Tanmay to spending time with us. Hope you guys enjoyed your day number 1 and I'm really excited to have you on board. Tanmay, they're all saying thank you to you. How मजा आएगी तुम लोगों को? Yes or no? Okay, great. Tanmay, any parting thoughts to all these great people, yaar?
Just one thing. I think abhi tak you've done very well. You're here. It's just that ab tak whatever you have done, it's just gone. If you make sure that the person who's interviewing you, he or she likes you, they will take you. Just keep this in mind. Yes, हाँ होते हैं 50-60% weightages ये वगैरह सब कुछ होते हैं, but you'll never know कि because मेरा interview अच्छा नहीं हुआ था या अच्छा हुआ था इसलिए मेरा हुआ या नहीं हुआ. Just make sure that you give your 100% to your interviews, because frankly I think from whatever I have seen, if your interview goes well, then even अगर तुम्हारे CAT में थोड़े कम भी हैं, बहुत लोगों का हो जाता है. It's very important that you make sure that the interview goes well. And like sir says, convert your best call. You'll regret it if you don't.
क्या बात है भाई, मचा देंगे सर. Boys and girls, turn the world upside down. Lot of things coming up our way. Dress code for girls. मैत्री सब करेंगे भाई, सब करेंगे. One line on the dress code. I like formal wearing people. मैं ये चीज़ publicly बोलता नहीं हूँ. I had been on the SPJain panel for 5 years. Okay, 5 years. I just don't like those casuals and मुझे suit भी I mean yeah, we are Indians, we like suits, dresses, Indian dresses, but women also, if you can wear a formal one, it always gives an edge. A sari is always better than a suit. What about your school, yaar, Tanmay? Once they're sitting in the IIMs interviews placement, are they into suits or are they into a formal blazer and a skirt? What is it?
Everything is formal.
Everything is formal.
It's a very strict dress code for both boys and girls. Everything formal.
Super.
No suits, sarees, nothing.
Yeah, and avoid this colored. Some people have like the light grey one and everything. So there's a dress code what most of the B schools follow. A black and a white shirt is like always good to go. Avoid those jazzy colors. वो मैं एक सेशन करूँगा तुम्हारे ऊपर body language और dress code के ऊपर, ठीक है? Suit and blazer necessary. Rajat, invest in a nice suit and blazer. बेटा वही तेरी जिंदगी होने वाली है अगले 2 साल. क्यों तन्मय?
सर अहमदाबाद की गर्मी में मैंने सूट पहना
तो भरती गर्मी में भी तुम्हें सूट ही पहनना है और सूट तुम इतने बजे पहनोगे ना रात को कि तुम भी क्वेश्चन करोगे कि मैंने रात को 2 बजे के सूट पहना हुआ है, ठीक है? Alright boys and girls, thank you so much for joining in. Session will be tomorrow. कल अनीशा मैम will take it over with another superstar और तन्मय को हम बार लाते रहेंगे. My session Saturday, Sunday. Enjoy this 1 hour journey. Your dashboard is really fantabulous. Enjoy your dashboard. वो बहुत amazing है. उसके अंदर जाइए, थोड़ा तोड़ फोड़ करिए. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Thanks Tanmay for joining in. All the best man. Take care. Bye.
Thank you sir.
Bye everyone.
All the best.
Have a good night. Bye. Take care. Thank you everyone for joining in. Alright boys and girls, thank you so much for joining in. Hope you guys had learned something really big in this session. मज़ा आ गया आज तन्मय से बात करके and all these toppers on the house as well. And आप भी पढ़ते जाइए, enjoy करिए जिनका GDPI call आया. A lot of sessions coming in. Just Google it out, CATKing का GDPI program. If you guys are keen on joining in, we'll be more than happy to help you as well. All the toppers are studying with us right now. As you saw, 99 percentiles, 98, 99 as well. Look out for the GDPI courses as well and you guys can join. अगर आपकी IIM की call है, go in here and search for GDPI and go and join the club 99 as well. There's a process to be followed. ये हर एक bucket का एक अलग WhatsApp ग्रुप भी बनेगा और अपन बातें चीज़ें करते रहेंगे और मेहनत करेंगे. Thank you so much boys and girls. Take care. Have a good night. वीडियो को लाइक पक्का करेगा. All the best. Take care boys and girls. और कमेंट करके बताओ कौन सी कॉल आई है आपकी. विच कॉल यू आर. ओ अभी तो कॉल नहीं हुई. कितना तुम्हारा पर्सनल है, कौन सी कॉल्स आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो. एंड आई थिंक दिस इज द बिग बूस्ट फॉर एवरीवन. सबको एक बेसिक तो पता लग गया हाउ टू स्टार्ट द प्रिपरेशन फॉर IIM WAT PI. पता लग गया हाउ टू स्टार्ट द प्रिपरेशन फॉर IIM WAT PI.